Voluntary but compulsory, the Russian Ministry of Health is looking for 10 doctors from each region for their further sending to the temporarily occupied territories of Donetsk, Luhansk, Zaporizhia and Kherson regions. The agency's letter, dated January the 12th this year, was published by journalist Dmitry Kolezev.
To identify medical specialists and medical workers with a secondary professional education ready for work trips regardless of the medical specialty, who can be involved in the implementation of activities aimed at saving lives and preserving the health of people in these territories. From a document published by Dmitry Kolezev on Telegram.
Previously, employees of the medical university were sent on such business trips, but then it was not work with the civilian population as promised in this letter, but the treatment of the wounded in battles, Kolezev said. Doctors say that interest in the proposal is generally low, even among those who support Vladimir Putin's war.
The work of the trauma surgeon was mainly at night. After dark, the wounded, those who survived until dark, were collected from the field and taken to them. Doctors slept for several hours during the day. Only the Ministry of Defense provided them. Wagner PMC has its own doctors and its own equipment. Doctor at one of the hospitals in the Southern Federal District of the Russian Federation, in conversation with Dmitry Kolezev on Telegram.
The Russian military themselves speak to their relatives about the large number of wounded and killed on the phone. Ukrainian intelligence has intercepted one of these conversations.
They throw us back and forth as we are kittens. And there are fewer and fewer of us. When we arrived here, we had 240 people scattered along the front line. Blimey, there are 94 of us left now. Every day 2 or 3 of us are taken from there, killed or wounded. I'm telling you, here is a bloody survival quest. Nobody needs us here.
The Russian military also claims that they are groundlessly accused of desertion. A video has appeared in the media of how 30 men in camouflage and balaclavas introduced themselves as military men from the Yaroslavl region and claim that their company commander allegedly ordered them to retreat from their positions and later retracted his words.
We were given an order by the company commander to retreat from our positions. Now they want to declare us deserters because the company commander says that he didn't give the order. Now we are asking everyone to figure it out and asking for your help.
In the meantime, the wives of the same military spoke about the conditions of service of their husbands in an interview with Current Time. They were sent to the front line with nothing, so to speak, with assault rifles only against tanks. Well, they have ammunition, grenades with them, that's all. They had no more reinforcements, nothing more, nothing what could save their lives there, and no artillery support either. Alona Savachkina, wife of mobilized Viktor Savachkin, in an interview with Current Time. They were given new weapons which they had never even held in their hands before. They were not in action for maybe 3 days and then they were sent to the front line immediately. The men tell us, the command brought us to the front line and then we ran from there. We just ran for 7 kilometers because Ukrainians started shelling and we did not have anything to defend ourselves with. No equipment, nothing, just weapons in our hands. Victoria, wife of one of the mobilized, in an interview with Current Time. Since the beginning of the war in Ukraine, the Russian military has been intimidated with long prison terms for refusing to fight. However, those who had previously escaped from the military unit could get off with a fine or suspended sentence. But in September, the authorities tightened the article on the unauthorized leaving of the service station. According to military lawyer Konstantin Markin, the court can now sentence a mobilized or contract soldier who has escaped to imprisonment for up to 10 years. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Victoria Sinko, Mykita Babenko, UATV News.